The man most vilified by the mountain, Uhuru Kenyatta, has soon been vindicated. Has now been vindicated. The people are saying, we wish we listened to you, Kijana Wangena, Mama Ngena. And we wish we listened to you. It is now clear, therefore, when Uhuru talks to the people, especially his people of the mountain, they will listen seriously. If Gachagua and Uhuru support a candidate, one candidate, Kalonzo Musyoka, Fred Matiang'i, just one, Ruto has no chance of survival. Absolutely none. Zero. There is nothing in the book he can do to survive. Because the sort of disappointment that the people of this country will get if Ruto goes back can lead people into civil disobedience, into street anarchy and street impeachment, or apathy. People can give up. Ruto going to State House, it cannot create a business as usual situation. Something will happen. People will give up, say, these politicians are the same people, they are useless.
Very good day to you, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another episode of the Candid Talk here on Herman Manyora's YouTube channel. My name is Evans Okinyi. It's my pleasure to have you on board on this special episode of the show. I'm here with Professor Herman Manyora. Prof, how are you?
I'm doing good, yes.
We just a few months before we get into the new year, of course, 2026. This is going to be a very defining year with relation to the kind of politics that we witness in this country, and of course, owing to the fact that the following year we'll be having elections. That is, if at all they do not take place in 2026, as was being alluded to previously by the other brigade led by Willie Sotino. But then here we are looking at this situation. We are looking at a situation whereby the former president Uhuru Kenyatta, definitely you've seen him being on the other side, at least of the opposition, and it's like we are going to witness more or less the same thing that happened in 2022, where the former president, by then he was the incumbent, but then he was facing off against his deputy president. Are we likely to witness the same thing this time round, or is it that things are likely to change as we move forward?
I don't know. I don't have sufficient information to make me believe or see Uhuru Kenyatta supporting somebody else against Ruto. On the contrary, there are people who have been saying he seems to be working with Ruto. But if you have information to the contrary, please let us share. Yeah.
But we've seen the kind of recent moves that he's made during that particular NDC, and we know very well that Fred Matiang'i is in the ring here, and Fred Matiang'i decided to go the Jubilee way. The Jubilee Party, which is
Fred Matiang'i has not even decided to go
under the control. Maybe you're not
aware. People who are giving Fred Matiang'i, he has not said he's in Jubilee. Neither has Jubilee said they are fronting Fred Matiang'i. What Jubilee has said, they'll be happy to have people like Fred Matiang'i on their ticket. Yeah.
But it's in the public domain that the former president is seen to be supporting the candidature of Fred Matiang'i.
There's no evidence. Have you heard Uhuru Kenyatta talk of Matiang'i? Okay. Have you heard of Matiang'i saying Kenyatta is supporting? No, that is you. Yeah. But it's possible. It might as well be possible. And if that's the case, then what you are saying will be true. That he'll be supporting somebody else another one time, another round against Ruto. Yeah.
What could be, if at all that is the kind of direction that we would see, that he would be willing to support another person, then how would this election actually turn out, if at all you view it from this perspective that the former president Uhuru Kenyatta decides now to support an opposing candidate to vie against President William Ruto?
There are many things we don't know. One, we don't know whether Uhuru is going to support an opposition candidate. We don't know.
We don't know that.
But what we know is that should Uhuru Kenyatta support an opposition candidate, a united opposition candidate, Ruto will be going home in the morning.
Why will you say
That will seal Ruto's fate. In the morning, by 10 o'clock, he's beginning to pack. Yeah.
Well, you see, we are looking at the...
And let nobody say, oh, Uhuru supported Raila last time. You know, people read politics very cheaply.
Even on that particular day.
Very cheaply.
Then, Prof, let's face it as it is. See, for me, I'm a realist.
Yes.
I'm looking at it this way. Even if we have Kalonzo, definitely
supported by Uhuru Kenyatta.
Yes, he's being put here as the front runner in terms of when you look at the possible candidate for the opposition. If at all he does not actually join the bandwagon of President William Ruto as been the rumors in the recent past.
Yes.
But then if you look at the candidature of Kalonzo Musyoka,
yes,
even if he's supported by the former President Uhuru Kenyatta.
He's President Uhuru Kenyatta. People confuse.
Okay.
President Uhuru Kenyatta.
Okay. President
that is
Uhuru
proper
Kenyatta.
title. That is the honorific you use. President Uhuru Kenyatta. That's how it is. Yeah.
Not the
President Obama. Yeah.
Not the former.
No. Why
Once
you
a
going-
president, always
no,
a
no,
president.
no.
Okay,
President,
we
so-
still
yeah,
here.
yeah.
So the President Uhuru Kenyatta, if at all he decides to support it, that is the year 2027, and we are in that particular general election. Look at what we witnessed in 2022, where, of course, Raila Amolo Odinga was on the ballot, supported by President Uhuru Kenyatta. If you look at it from just the view of a common man, what is it that is so different this time round that is making you think that it's going to be a very tough race for President William?
See, I'm a man, but I'm not a common man. So I cannot look at it as a common man.
Okay, as a man, as the man you are.
The man I am, but not
Yes.
common man. Yeah.
The difference between a Raila versus Ruto kind of race, and now we are having Kalonzo
You see,
versus Ruto.
in the politics, just like even football,
Yes.
you cannot use last year's performance to judge this year. It can give you a small indication. But you cannot say because Uhuru supported Raila and Ruto won, you must start first of all by asking yourself, did Ruto win the election?
Ruto is the president, so...
No, those are two different things.
Okay.
Those are two different things.
You see, for us,
Those are two different things.
Okay.
Ruto did not win the election. Raila lost the election.
At least that's according to you.
Ruto did not win. Raila lost the election.
Okay.
You get it? And Ruto is a president. Courtesy of Raila losing the election. And I refer people to a video I did somewhere 2019, 20-something, on 18th or something of May, June there. I can look for it. I was showing how Raila could lose the election. And those things, all of them, led to him losing the election. But Ruto did not win. But he became the president. So, if that aside, time has passed and things have changed. Ruto has shown the people he's not the person they thought. At least. That's not Manyora saying. Is it me saying? This one-time thing, Ruto must go. It is people saying, you have not lived up to what we thought you would be. That's not me saying.
So
that's a major shift.
So you believe that
That is a major shift. I'm just trying to show you that that's a major shift. And I can go on and on. The best example is the mountain. It is the mountain that made him president. All right? The mountain delivered 47% of his votes, which was over almost 80% of their votes. Okay? The mountain is no longer still with them. So that is number 2. Number 3, the man most vilified by the mountain, Uhuru Kenyatta, has soon been vindicated. Has now been vindicated. The people are saying, we wish we listened to you, Kijana Wangena, Mama Ngena. And we wish we listened to you. It is now clear, therefore, when Uhuru talks to the people, especially his people of the mountain, they will listen seriously. So a lot has changed. And Uhuru's support will count for a lot. For a lot. The only complication would be if Uhuru comes with one man in his hand. Gachagua comes with another person and presents the two people to the mountain. That is the complication. And that's what William Ruto is praying for. He's praying that Uhuru takes Matiang'i, Gachagua takes Kalonzo. That day, even if William Ruto will have forgotten praying since he became president, he will go on his knees and pray and thank his maker. Say, thank you, God. Yeah. Yeah.
So therefore, it's actually important as well for the former president, President Uhuru Kenyatta, to read from the same script with Rigathi Gachagua, if at all they are supposed to.
That will be if Gachagua and Uhuru support a candidate, one candidate, Kalonzo Musyoka, Fred Matiang'i, just one, Ruto has no chance of survival. Absolutely none. Zero. There is nothing in the book he can do to survive.
Let's go on the other end, because you were saying here that President Uhuru Kenyatta has not actually come
It's like a football team,
yes,
losing their star goalkeeper and striker in the same match. It's a tall order. The striker, the one they depend on, is injured and benched. And the goalkeeper, injured and benched. My friend, how can you? It's very difficult to win. So for Ruto, if Uhuru supports an opposition candidate and if Gachagua supports the same candidate, especially if that candidate is not a Kikuyu,
you've mentioned something here with respect to the vindication of the fourth president of Kenya, Uhuru Kenyatta, with regards to whatever it is that he told the mountain back then.
Yes.
And you're saying here that at least Kenyans now realize that he was actually right, maybe.
That's what people are saying.
To some extent.
It's not me. I have my own way of looking at things, but people think, a majority of the people think Uhuru was right.
If you look at his moves of late, and even the kind of reception that we received during the state funeral for Raila Odinga,
that tells you
that kind of course I was present on the
even in
I saw
Nyanza.
it. Yes.
Another problem that Ruto would face if Uhuru were to openly support somebody is that more than anybody else, Uhuru can get votes from Nyanza. Yes, he will draw crowds in Nyanza. And tell them we made a mistake. We wanted Baba to take this thing, but tulitereza kidogo hapa na hapa. But now we cannot allow this man to continue.
What is actually not happening here? Because despite the fact that a number of politicians from the other end would actually expect the fourth president, Uhuru Kenyatta, to stay back home and enjoy his retirement package and all that. But then all of a sudden,
the way it should be.
All of a sudden, he's become a darling of the people and is actively influencing here the politics of this country. And is not a pushover, so to say. So does then that mean that he's going to be very influential moving forward as we...
I'll be doing a video on that, and I'll be saying in that video that Uhuru is moving very close to being like Raila. Yeah. A man just loved. Just loved. You saw the outpouring of love and emotions when Raila died. And Uhuru is almost stepping that shoe, in those shoes. A person just loved by Kenyans without being president. And the next phase, that's the phase I'm talking about, Uhuru is going to be the most powerful person in this country. The most powerful. A person whose word is law. And in the years to come, not long from now, the direction the country takes politically will be determined by Uhuru Kenyatta.
Okay.
Yeah.
How much of a threat is Rigathi Gachagua, of course, the former deputy president, to the kind of influence that we are actually witnessing here? Because these leaders are a complete contrast to each other.
Yes.
It's like Rigathi Gachagua has decided to maintain his territorial boundaries in the mountain, but then Uhuru is now becoming a national figure here.
If they fight over who is Lord, who is king, who is more powerful, vita vya panzi furaha ya kunguru. William Ruto will reap.
So definitely William Ruto will reap big from this particular fight if at all
But
it ensues.
if they were to be pragmatic and say, we know we are not the same people, we don't quite see things in the same way, but on this particular one, let's close ranks, let's work together. Let's deliver this one. If it's Matiang'i or Kalonzo, they will deliver. But if each wants to be powerful, and you say, if Uhuru insists on a candidate other than the joint opposition candidate, there are those who will read mischief. There are those who will see him working for Ruto. He has to be very careful.
Definitely.
Yeah, because let's say let's use the names that are there. Let's say the united opposition agree on Kalonzo Musyoka unanimously.
Yes.
But then, outside that arrangement, Uhuru insists on pushing for Matiang'i. People will conclude that this is a long-range game, where Kalonzo loses because of these shenanigans on the mountain created by Uhuru. He loses. William Ruto goes back. Uhuru works with William Ruto for 2032. And in 2032, his candidate, Fred Matiang'i, or whoever it is, gets to power, perhaps with Uhuru's son as running mate.
So that kind of arrangement is also possible.
So I just want to advise them, if they go in that direction, Kenyans can read through. They have to be very careful. They have to agree on something. For now, I don't know whether it should be Matiang'i or Kalonzo, but it must be one of them.
Let's. Of course, we've said here there are two possibilities.
Or if they feel it's not Matiang'i, it's not Kalonzo, it's Wamalwa, they give him, or Maraga for that matter. Yeah.
You said here there are two possibilities. One, he may actually decide to work with President William Ruto or work with opposition. But one thing that we are aware of
that's directly,
is that he may not.
He may do it indirectly.
Indirectly.
Because William Ruto is so unpopular now, Uhuru may want to work with him indirectly.
So let's rule out this. We do not expect Uhuru Kenyatta to sit on the fence and just relax.
It's very difficult.
So he'll have to choose a side at the end of the day.
No, either he will be doing Ruto's bidding with his own interest in mind for the future, or he will support the opposition.
What are the chances that President William Ruto can actually win or lose if at all now Uhuru Kenyatta decides to work with him directly?
He will lose.
Why?
You see, the narrative of dynasty versus hustlers is what propelled Ruto to the presidency. Other things notwithstanding. The danger here has always been that the late Prime Minister Raila Odinga joining hands with Ruto and with the other dynasties coming on board, Uhuru Kenyatta, Gideon Moi, Musalia Mudavadi, then people say, now you see, these people think we are foolish. Wanatubeba ufala sana. They think we are porridge in our head. Let's deal with them. So I still don't see value in Uhuru directly supporting Ruto. So he has to do it indirectly. And that's what I'm saying. Indirectly. Yes.
That is support another candidate.
Yes. Who then will mean Ruto wins because Kalonzo loses or Matiang'i loses.
Because definitely.
You see.
That would ensure that the vote.
Now come 2032, Ruto has done his 10 years and is willing kurudisha mkono to play into Uhuru's scheme.
But the very Matiang'i has said here that if at all the united opposition decides to settle on Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka as a flag bearer, then they'll fully support him.
Who?
Fred Matiang'i.
But that's what politicians say. Politicians say one thing in the morning and lunchtime.
Do you think that it's still possible for him to allow himself to be used by the
how do you know he's being used? How if he's part of the game? When you are part of the game, you are not being used. But there's a way in which somebody can still see it as being used. But he could be part of the game. There could be a script they have written together. Let's make sure Kalonzo doesn't win. Let Ruto finish his term. And then 2032 we have a field day. Because the sort of disappointment that the people of this country will get if Ruto goes back can lead people into civil disobedience, into street anarchy and street impeachment, or apathy. People can give up. Ruto going to State House, it cannot create a business as usual situation. Something will happen. People will give up, say, these politicians are the same people, they are useless. But the danger would be the Gen Zs might feel like there's a better way of making the change happen. Yeah.
Okay. Well, a lot.
And for that reason, if for nothing else, I would rather William Ruto recalibrated his governance. Let him change the way he's running the country. Let him attend to the very obvious mistakes, misdeeds. Let him amend the very obvious things. Let him make the changes necessary to carry the country with him. So that whether he wins or loses, the country remains okay. But if things go the way they are going, if people remain this angry, even if he wins, the country will get into trouble. Either the people will give up on politics, or these young boys and girls will say, okay, we can't have it through the ballot. Let's just harass everybody out of power. This is happening across the world, is that right? So for me, if you ask me, if I sat with President William Ruto, I will tell him, my president, make amends with the people of Kenya. You have hurt the people of this country, and they love you. You know they loved you, but you've hurt them. Do something about it. So that if you lose, you can go home in peace. If you win, you will govern in peace. You get it? And the country will move on. So everything is in the hands of Ruto to make amends with the people of this country. There are so many things that Ruto can do to make the people of Kenya happy with him. And whether that means they will vote for him or not is another story. But they will be happy with him. And a lot of those things Ruto can do have no financial implication, have no political implication. Why not do them?
Well, I hope he's listening. Ladies and gentlemen, weigh in and tell us what you actually think. Are we going to witness a situation whereby it will be the camp of the fourth president of the Republic of Kenya, Uhuru Kenyatta, against the fifth president of Kenya, William Ruto, in the next general elections? Well, stay into some of our programs that will be coming up here. Of course, Jerry Kabiro and Richard Mwenja will be bringing you up to date with the other shows. Be ready to follow and watch. If at all you're watching us for the first time, kindly subscribe to our channel here. Allow me to stop for now till we have this conversation again. Have yourself a lovely day. Thank you for watching. My name is Evans Okinyi.